And okay, everybody, welcome. I'm so excited you're here with me on a Saturday. Um, as I was listening to Wendy, oh, I got a little something in my throat here. As I was listening to Wendy, I almost couldn't even wait to just jump in because my friends, I have been a part of this industry for 18 years and I have never, ever been a part of something as exciting as what we are doing right now. Okay. Never, ever, ever. Now, I want you to understand if you're sitting in a place and you're like, oh my gosh, it's 2024. I I need to make more discretionary income. You understand that it has been documented that because of the way our dollar has changed just in the United States, do you know that we have to make 11,000 more dollars in 2024 to be at the exact same spot we were in 2023? That's wild. Okay. If you're in a spot and you're like, oh my gosh, you know what? I just want more time with my family. I need more options. Yes, I need the money, but man, I need the time. Do you know how great this can be for you? You guys, we get to make money from wherever this old guy is. Like you can see, I have a green screen. My hands are disappearing. You want to know why? Because where I'm really at is not in this office. Where I'm at is at the beach right now. I'm at the beach with my daughter and my grandbabies. Yesterday, she's like, Mom, do you want to go to the beach with me and my kids? And the answer is yes. How many of you want to say more yeses in your life? You want to be a yes mom, a yes grandma, a yes friend, a yes daughter, husband, whatever it is. Okay. I want to teach you today how to say a whole lot more yeses. And I'm going to let you know that the opportunity has never been greater. Have you ever just been, I don't know, I remember for so many years, my husband and I would sit by a campfire, we'd sit at the beach, and it was like we just knew there was more. We're like, man, we just feel like one day we're going to do something amazing. Like we're really going to do something. And I'll never forget in 2018, I'm sorry, 2006, we literally like knelt down and prayed. Okay. Now, if you're not prayers, maybe you're like manifestors, you put things out to the universe, whatever it is. Okay. But we are prayers. And so I will never forget, we had two businesses at the time, traditional businesses. We had a book fair business, kind of like the scholastic book fairs or books are fun. And we had a dental practice that we were partners on with my brother, who's a dentist. And I just remember, you guys, my husband was literally gone like 80 to 100 hours a week. Not a joke. We live near San Francisco. So he had a 4-hour round trip commute every day. I mean, why does anybody even think this is a good idea? I do not know, but we thought it was a good one. And I just remember thinking, oh my gosh, he's either going to fall asleep on the road and die, or he's going to have a heart attack from the stress. I was at home raising 4 kids between the ages of 9 and 14 years old at the time, running wild. Moms, maybe you can relate to this. Like I was married, but I kind of felt like a single mom because he was never around. And we were doing 4 schools, 4 sports teams, church. And you guys, I felt like I was going to drop when the kids were at school all day. I was running the back end of our book warehouse. And I just remember thinking, man, life has to be better than this. Like I have the best husband, best kids, but we don't all ever see each other. And that is when we just prayed. We're like, okay, stop, drop, and pray. Like we're doing something wrong in business. And so how many of you have ever felt like that? Either maybe you were struggling financially, because I'm going to tell you 2 things happen for us in business as business owners. Either we were making great money and then we had even less time because we were having to work more hours to keep all the, excitement rolling, or we had tons of time together, but it was because we were broke and business sucked. And that was not fun either. And so it's like, man, God, there has to be a way to bring this together. There has got to be a better way. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you, sometimes the answer to my prayers, and like I said, if you don't pray, it's okay. Whatever you do, you do. This is just my story. But, sometimes the answers that we're looking for come in packages wrapped with a different color bow than we expected. And I had no idea when we were praying for business that my answer would come wrapped in a network marketing bow. That there's the honest truth, you guys. My dear best friend called me and she said, oh my gosh, Jen, I have my hands on something incredible. It's a revolutionary product that's coming to market. And here's what I want you to know. You guys, I was closed-minded for about 3 months. I didn't take a look. So congratulations to all of you, because I could have had my $1,000,000 hour 3 months before I got it. But eventually I got in front of the information. And I'm going to tell you what I heard, because it so relates to what we're looking at today. What I heard was that our little wireless phones that didn't even have internet on them at the time, okay, that eventually they were going to have video capability. And I was looking at the first video, one of the very first video phones that existed. So think about what we're doing today. We're on Zoom. I mean, Jen Lori, she's in Canada. I'm in California. I don't even know where Wendy is. I think she might be in Utah. I'm not really sure, but we're all over the place, but we're together. And this did not used to be a thing. And so I was able to get my hands on something that was new to market. You guys, I understood that technology solved so many problems for people. And I thought, you know what? Somebody is going to make a lot of money doing this. And I don't care about the money. All I really care about is I need to replace $10,000 a month. That's what my husband was making at the time. I don't need to be a bazillionaire. Nope. I just need to replace that income and give us some different kinds of options so we can have more time together as family. But I also understood, how many of you know that money creates options? Money doesn't really buy happiness, but it does buy options. And so I thought, somebody's going to make a lot of money. Why not me? Let's go. And so we dug in. I want you to know, within 8 months in this industry, not only did we replace his income, we tripled it, walked away from our book fair company, sold our dental practice. And you guys, we have been doing this ever since, and really living a life on our terms. And that's what I want to teach you to do, because right now we are launching one of the greatest products to the health and wellness industry that has ever existed. We just launched Transform, which you heard Wendy talk about. And if you did not catch that, we have a sugar crisis. Do you all know we have a sugar crisis right now? If you are intaking more than 25 grams of sugar a day, okay, that would be like 5 sugar cubes, 5 teaspoons. Let's just call it that. Do you know that you are putting yourself at risk at 45 different health issues? If you are intaking just more than 25 grams, that would be 5 sugar cubes, 5 or 6 sugar cubes. Just think about that. I'm going to show you in a minute a graphic that shows what you're intaking with like just a Coke or just a granola bar. And you're going to be like, huh? Okay. There is a reason that we have a metabolic health crisis happening across the globe. It is the amount of sugar we are stuffing in our faces every day. Okay. And you understand Transform is taking that sugar, and 50 to 90% of the glucose, it's turning into fiber, which is usable energy. Like, that is a medical miracle in my, or let's call it a scientific miracle. It's a scientific miracle, in my opinion. It really, truly is. And I've been able to see the results of thousands of people, including myself. Now we're coming along and we're saying, hey, we're launching Activate, which is, you guys, GLP-1. When that hormone increases in the body, there are so many things that are amazing that it can do. Okay. I can't even wait to see what happens when we launch it out to the world. I got to be a beta tester. There are some other people on the line that got to be beta testers. I'm going to just tell you my own testimony, because while I look probably quite thin right now, I want you to know I was born fat. I really was fat as a kid. I don't even remember when I wasn't fat. And then I had to work really hard in my young adult life to get the weight down. Eventually it went up. I got weight loss surgery. It went down. It came back on. Then I did some other kinds of dieting that made it go down. And it has been a weight roller coaster of my life. Okay. I started taking that Transform in September. And then, you guys, I got to beta test this new product that helps increase the GLP-1 in January. I am the lightest I've been ever in my adult life. Ever. I'm not working on losing any more weight. I'm done. But I'm exactly where I wanted to be. And I don't even have words for it, because I wasn't really trying. And I will eventually, like, I'm probably going to go live in a couple of days and let everybody know exactly what I did to get to where I am. But it's so exciting to me, because aside from blood sugar, or aside from people who have glucose management issues, I'm like, think about the weight crisis in our world right now. And if we can help people to get healthy that way, like it excites me beyond anything. And I'm thinking, okay, it's great that we gave people video phone technology, but understand we're talking about health. If you don't have your health, who cares if video technology works? I mean, we're talking about people's lives right here. We're talking about my own mother who has suffered 3 strokes and 4 stents in the last 3 years in her heart. You realize when your GLP-1 hormone is at a good place, that can decrease heart disease and strokes for people. I mean, this is so big, and I'm not going to talk anymore about this because Jen Laurie is going to come on and she's going to really cover this ground. But the reason I'm telling you this is because you have an opportunity to take something to market that is going to be absolutely viral because people want it and they need it. And there has never been a more exciting time, in my opinion, to build business than when we can help other people doing it. And so I'm going to teach you today just kind of the very first steps, what I've learned over time. But going into this, I want everybody to put on your business mind, because I'm going to tell you there's a couple of things, a few things it's going to take, and it's not a lot for you to win here. Okay. Number one, you're going to have a work ethic. This is a business. So it is going to take a work ethic. I am so grateful that Darren and I were business owners before we ever came to network marketing, because we didn't really, we overcame a lot because we already understood, you know, we have to work, we have to put in the time, we have to do the tasks if we want to make money. Okay. So work ethic is number one. Coachability is number two. My word, you guys, you understand not being coachable to what we're teaching today would be like opening a McDonald's and thinking you're going to experiment with how long you should put the fries in the basket, or thinking, you know, I'm going to go buy my own ground beef at the grocery store. Forget these frozen patties they're sending me. No, 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 no. Let's follow the system so that all of our food turns out the same across the globe. For McDonald's, okay? You guys, we have a system. All you have to do is follow the system. So number one, work ethic. Number two, follow the system. And number three, you got to have a desire, okay? You have to have a desire and you got to know what it is, okay? How many of you know what that desire is? I really am encouraging you. Put it in the comments. Put it in the chat right now. What is it? For me, I just wanted my husband home. I just wanted him home more. I wanted us to have amazing family experiences together and spend time together. And then as my journey went on, I got passionate about my teams wise. That's what happened. Today, you guys, I want to be with my grandbabies. I want to help take care of my 83-year-old parents. I actually want to plant 100 churches. I still have big dreams, still today, okay? But I do want you to know that in my 18 years with this industry, we have been super blessed to make 8 figures of income. And so I just want you to think about this. What if you actually put your work ethic in and you could create a life even bigger than what you could imagine? What if you could help hundreds of thousands of people around the world to create a life on their terms as well? Okay, so let's dig right in. Goal number one is we've got to help you get to the very first position in our compensation plan, and that is the rank of Jade, okay? This is our core rank. Once you get to Jade, it's really simple to help somebody else do the same thing, right? Kind of like riding a bike. Once you ride a bike, not so hard to teach somebody else. Once you wakeboard for the first time, you can kind of teach somebody else. Once you snow ski, you can kind of do it to help somebody else. We want to get you there first. So what is this core rank? Well, it's 1,500 points of group volume. Okay. So step one, you all want to make sure that you have at least 100 PV or personal volume in order to be commission qualified. Now, the cool thing is you've got to have 1,500 in volume in order to be a Jade. But do you know that 100 PV or whatever personal PV you have actually goes toward that 1,500 rank volume, which I love. Now, step two, you're going to get to enroll 3 associates in order to qualify for Jade, okay? So their personal volume is going to go toward your group volume, which is amazing, okay? And then I like to add this in, step 3. If you want to get 5 customers of our, 5 customers of really, I would go for, if it were me right now, I would be going for either Glow Collagen for a month's supply of Glow Collagen, or maybe even the Transform. Okay, those are kind of my two hot topics. But you could even double rank. You could rank on the customer side as well. And I think that's super fun. Okay. But ultimately, once you're at Jade, you're going to be qualified to get your Jeep. Now, for me, this is why I actually made a move to Tranont after being at another company for 11 years. So I was with another network marketing company for 11 years. Kind of a crazy story. I've now been at Tranont for 7.5 years. But when people ask me what got your attention, it was the Jeeps. The fact that you could earn a Jeep stipend bonus with only 1,500 points of volume is unheard of in this industry. Jen Laurie, I'm going to have you drop in the chat what the Jeep stipend bonus is in Canada, but in the United States, it's $350. And this is huge for anybody, especially in our influxed economy right now, to be able to have $350 toward a car. Like, that's incredible. And I want to define the car, because sometimes people think, oh, they're going to pay my car payment. No, that's not what it is. You've got to have a Jeep that's 5 years old or newer. Okay. You're going to put your Tranont logo on it. And then you're going to send Tranont a picture of you and your Jeep. You're going to send them proof of registration that you own this Jeep. And then they're going to send you a check for $350 every single month that you have your 1,500 points in GV. So here's the cool thing. Some of you are on here as guests and you're already driving a Jeep. Yes, they're going to pay you $350 toward the Jeep you're already driving. I have this happen to people all the time. It's the coolest thing ever. Now, I'll tell you another cool thing. I've been with Tranont for 7.5 years. So guess what? At the rank I'm at, my Jeep stipend is $500 a month in the US. Well, I have been paid out over $40,000 worth of Jeep stipends in 7.5 years. My Jeep didn't even cost me $40,000. So guess what? I am still getting that $500 paycheck every month, and I am being paid above, over, and beyond what my Jeep cost me. You guys, this is insanely amazing. And I felt like when I saw Tranont that I could get people excited about joining Tranont just to drive a Jeep that they were getting paid for. And I still feel that way. Okay. I love it. So let's go get your Jeep. Now, the reason Jeep, I'm going to cover this too. The reason Tranont chose Jeep is really cool. I have been part of companies, or a company, I should say, where I felt like very much it was about showing lifestyle, and people were slightly feeling pressured to buy cars maybe they couldn't afford to drive, or whatever it might be. Okay. So when I saw the Jeep, I loved it. I loved it. Why? Because it's a good financial choice. You understand that when you drive a Jeep, you can almost sell it down the road for like almost what you bought it for, if not what you bought it for, or even more than you bought it for. I had a son that owned a Jeep for 2 years and sold a Jeep for more than he even bought it for 2 years later. Okay. So remember, we're a wealth company. Tranont is directing us into good financial choices. So if you want to know why the Jeep, it's because we're a wealth company and we want you to make good financial choices. And we're also about community, and Jeeps bring about community. You guys, we do fun things. We do Jeep excursions as a company. We do all kinds of cool stuff. We're all about the adventure and the fun over here at Tranont. I don't know if you love that. I love that. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit more about this Jade position. It could look like this. It could be you coming in on the Platinum Pack. I highly recommend the Platinum Pack, you guys. It's going to cost you over $1,000. I want you to know this. And I also want you to know that as a traditional business owner, I think this is a smoking hot deal. Okay. You guys, I cannot even tell you the money that we invested in our dental practice or in our book fair business. We had to buy carts. We had to buy a trailer. We had to buy a vehicle to pull the trailer. We had to buy inventory of our books. We had to have a warehouse to sell them in. I mean, I could just go on and on and on. Business insurance, legal documents had to be drawn up. We had to have marketing, websites, all these things. Dental practice, you don't even want to go there. Okay. So understand, for $1,000, you are getting a business with the Platinum Pack that is coming with every product you would ever need, truly, to market your business. You could actually resell every bottle of what you get in that pack and be money ahead, which is super cool. But on top of that, you don't have to get a lawyer to draw up legal papers. You don't have to have business insurance. You don't have to warehouse product. You don't have to formulate. You don't have to figure out how to expand in international companies. You don't have to do customer service. I mean, You don't have to make a website. We make all your social media content. Are you kidding me? Okay. You got to put on your business mind and go, oh my gosh, this is incredible. I have a brother, and I tell this story, but in case you haven't heard it, he invested in crumble cookies about a year ago. And his very first crumble he opened, it cost him $250,000 to open. My brother has made millions of dollars in his career. He's a very smart businessman, opened a crumble cookie because he understands time leverage. Okay. Opens his crumble cookie, $250,000. He opened his second one a handful of months later. By then it had increased to $500,000 for the build out, for the franchise fee. Okay. Here's what I want you to know. That company, that crumble, is going backwards every month right now. He is in the red every single month right now, which is crazy. Here's what I love, you guys. We're talking $1,000 investment. You could sell your inventory and be even Steven. Are you hearing me? You have the ability to make over $100,000 a month, depending on how big you want to build this. This is major. There is no risk involved here, you guys. There is no risk of like a franchising fee or no. It's amazing. Okay. So you've got to embrace this. Not only are you getting all that with the Platinum Pack, but you're getting a convention ticket. I promise you, the very first thing my brother did when he opened Crumble is he went to home office for a training to learn how to run that Crumble. Okay, if you want to make big money in Tranont, you want to make full-time-ish kind of money or really good part-time money, you want to go to our convention and learn from the best of the best in the company how they've created 6- and 7-figure incomes here. That's what you want to do. That's being a business-minded person. That training ticket comes free with your Platinum Pack. Okay, you want that Platinum Pack. You also get some coupons that you can share with your first handful of customers in that pack. So my advice to you, if you were my best friend, you're my neighbor, my family member, I'd say start on a Platinum Pack. Don't treat this small. You want to treat it like a hobby, make hobby money. You want to treat it like a business, you're going to make big business money, possibly, if you put your work ethic behind it. Okay. So I highly recommend the Platinum Pack. Do whatever you want, but also the Platinum Pack is giving you 500 points of volume toward your 1,500 points of volume to get to Jade. Okay. Now, this is one scenario that you could do to get to Jade. You guys, this is not rocket science here. Oh, I recruited my spouse as one of my associates. My spouse decided to take a position. I don't even care if your spouse ever builds, you guys. You can eventually put somebody in your spouse's team that you can go build with. This is a good business move because Tranont will allow you to double dip in our compensation plan. If your spouse has 1,500 points on their own, they're going to get paid as a Jade. And then guess what? That 1,500 points of volume is going to roll up to you toward whatever position you're at. So this is a good business move right here. And if you got your spouse to marry you, you can probably get them to join you in business. You've already recruited them once to a much larger commitment, by the way. Okay. So your spouse, your significant other, let's say they came in on a gold pack. Okay. They didn't do the Platinum Pack. Say they came in on a gold pack. That'd be 300 points of volume for you. Maybe your best friend comes in on a gold pack. That's another 300 points of volume. Your family member comes in on a Platinum Pack, 500 in volume. Well, guess what? Right here, you have 1,600 in volume. You're already a Jade. You're already a Jade. That's incredible. You know, you could even do this. I'm going to throw this out there. It could be you on a Platinum Pack, your best friend on a Platinum Pack, because that would be 500 points of volume, your family member on a Platinum Pack. You could just sign up your spouse for 99 bucks if you wanted. You realize that would get you to Jade. Okay. That even would get you to Jade. So all kinds of ways you can do this, but just know you've got to have the 1,500 points of volume to be a Jade. For the associate program, your group volume or your GV to rank up includes your personal purchases, your team's purchases, and all your customers in your team and personally. It's all combined for that 1,500 points of volume. I want to make sure everybody understands that. To rank on the customer side, it's only based on the volume from your own customers. Okay. Now, in this scenario, if you did exactly what I have in the picture, okay, you're on a Platinum Pack, your family member's on a Platinum Pack, your best friend and your spouse are on gold packs, this would bring you in $1,650 in your very first month. Okay. So I'm going to break it down for you in just a minute. You would make $1,000 because you got Jade done in your first 30 days. So if you get this done your first 30 days, you're going to make $1,000. Let's say you start today. If you start today, not only do you have till the end of this month, but you have all next month to do this to make the $1,000. Tranont is more than fair. They give you an entire full month. So you would get this month and next month to get to Jade in order to get that extra $1,000. Then you're going to get your $250 for ranking to Jade. Plus, you're going to get your bonuses on these platinum packs and gold packs. So let me show you how this is. When you get somebody started on a platinum pack, you earn a $200 bonus. When you start an associate on a gold pack, you get a $100 bonus. If you start them on a silver pack, you get a $50 bonus. So what is a platinum pack? Well, we do have a platinum pack, or it's any order that they make when they sign up as an associate that gives them 500 or more PV. A gold pack is considered somebody signing up as an associate and bringing in between 200 and 499 PV on their initial order the day they sign up as an associate. A silver pack is considered somebody signing up as an associate, and at that same time they're signing up, they're ordering between $100 and $199 of PV of product. And that would release a $50 bonus to you. So when I go back to this slide, this is how the 1650 was generated. Now, I also want to say this to you. If you went and you took advantage of what the owners have laid out for this month, they have put an extra $1,000 or an extra $500 on the table for us. So if you get to Jade in your first 30 days and you get 6 customers on top of that, you can also earn an additional $500, which is super cool. Jen, Lori, thank you for putting in the comments what it is in Canada. I really, really appreciate that. And she's going to continue to do that for me, I believe. Okay. So how much can you make? Well, you can make $250 for being a Jade on the team bonus. You could make $350 on your Jeep stipend bonus. Okay. That alone is $600. And you can make $1,000 just for getting Jade done in your first month. Okay. So that is actually 1,600. Ooh, okay. That's where the 1,600 came from. So there's more here. Okay. So that's $1,600. Sorry, you guys, I didn't mean to mess you up. That right there is $1,600 in the US. Plus, if you had 2 people on a platinum pack or 1 person that signed up on a platinum pack, that's $200, and 2 people on a gold, that's another $200. That could be an additional $400. Okay. You guys see how this can all start adding up to $2,000 easily. And then just go get 5 or 6 customers. That's an extra $500 for you. So these all start adding up really, really quick. Okay. Now, here's the deal. Let's talk about how are we going to get these 3 people started? First of all, you've got to be excited. I love getting people started and having them start their business by posting a curiosity post on their social media right when they get started. Okay. Now I'm also going to teach you how to simply invite people to look, because you guys, we all have a warm market of people who are really easy to get to look at the information. But social media is such a cool place because you never know who's watching you on social media, and you may pull people that you didn't even think of to invite. So let's start right here. Let's start with the social media. And I want to show you what a curiosity post could look like. It's really just something to get people asking questions. So here we have one of my friends, Kylie. She posted this. She said, "You watched me ride the wave of momentum before." She had already had a very successful business. She said, "I'm swimming out to catch an even bigger wave. Who's surfing with me this time? Surf's up. Here's to new beginnings." Okay. That's a curiosity post. People are going to ask her, "Oh my gosh, what are you doing?" Here's another one from my friend Jackie. "Getting it done here today, folks. I didn't even take the time to change from the gym. We didn't come here to play. If you knew what I knew, you wouldn't even wait one day. This is momentum. Some of you need to get in on this. Want info? Comment below and send it." So notice neither of them are saying what they're doing. They're just creating the curiosity. Look at my friend Heather. "You must be willing to give up what you are to become who you want. Huge things are happening over here right now. I'm stepping out on faith and making a big move. Are you shocked, floored, intrigued? Y'all know when I do things big. You've watched me climb mountains before. Here's to a new hike." Okay, these are simply to get people asking questions. Now, I always love for you to think about, who do you know? And the reason I put this sugar picture up here before I'm even getting into the rest of this is because it is so fun to invite people when you have an education piece. I remember asking people in the video phone days, I'm like, what if there is a way that you could have business meetings with people in person without having to get on an airplane to see them? Or what if you could see your grandkids' face being states away without having to get on an airplane? What if your grandkids could recognize you more because they could see you every day, even though you couldn't be with them? People couldn't even understand what I was talking about. They're like, what do you mean? I mean, seriously, they're so confused. So it was so fun to educate them. Understand, we have an education piece right now. It's so exciting. When Tranont launched CBD in 2017 at the end of the year, I would talk to people. I'd say, how much do you know about CBD? Do you know that you can get healed and not just high with cannabis? Like, did you even know there is a way to not get high at all and to get healthy with CBD? What do you know about the endocannabinoid system? Do you know that the endocannabinoid system is the master regulatory system of the entire body, of every other system in your body? Like, we would just start dropping things to get people interested. You could say things like, when you're just in normal conversation, you guys, you watch somebody drinking a Coke. Oh my gosh, did you know that 6 sugar cubes, 5 to 6 sugar cubes can actually, like on a regular basis, it could ignite 45 different health issues in the body? Ask them. Do you know how many sugar cubes a day is healthy for us? And then you can, like, you guys can just snapshot this little chart, or you can look up on Google, how many sugar cubes are in my food? There's all kinds of graphics you can look at. Click on images on Google, start learning, like, just think of little bomb drops to like say to people, to make them get thinking. Because people will be like, what? What are you talking about? Here, I'm going to say it exactly how it's meant to be. Hold on. I'm going to find a good thing here for you. Just a minute. Okay, you guys write this down because you'll use this. Write this down. 25 grams of sugar triggers 45 health conditions. 45 health conditions are triggered. Okay. You can do it like a trivia. Hey, do you have any idea how many health conditions are triggered with just 25 grams of sugar? See if they know the answer. And get them all hot and bothered. Then tell them you have a solution for them, a possible solution for them. But start these conversations. Literally, you guys, that's how we built our huge empire in network marketing, was asking people curiosity questions, getting their bell ringing. Okay. So that's a really fun way to go about recruiting, is education. People love to know what they don't even know that they don't know. Okay. Like, I know I don't know French, and that's great. But you know what? I love learning about, what do I not even know that I don't know? See, I didn't know about sugar. This is why I'm so into it, because I didn't even know what I didn't know, and I'm learning. It's great. Okay, so on top of this little exciting piece, how about your Fab Five? This is who we need to be talking to. Who do you know? It's your flat tire friends. It's the people that you would call in the middle of the night if you had a flat tire. You guys, this is how I built both of my my huge 7-figure a year earning businesses in network marketing. I started by inviting my flat tire friends, who are the people that I love enough and love me enough, and we trust each other enough that if I broke down at 1 a.m, I could do one call and they'd be right there. These are the first 5 people you need to talk to. Obviously, they need to be over the age of 18 years old. But for me, let me tell you who it was. It was my mom and dad. It was my brother and sister-in-law. It was my best friend, Carrie. It was my neighbor, Anna. And it was a friend that I had in common with my kids. We did kids together. Her name was Karen. Okay. So those were the first 5 people that I invited. And all you've got to do is write their names down. And then you've got to figure out how Tranont can bless them. So how could the opportunity bless my mom and dad? Well, first of all, my mom and dad went bankrupt in their 50s. They literally went bankrupt in their 50s. And their retirement plan was to work till you die. My mom went to dental hygiene school at 55 years old. She started dental hygiene school because my brother told her if she got her hygiene license and worked till she was 75, she could retire and have a good retirement. So that was her plan. You guys, that sucks. That's it's amazing. My mom's a beast, but that sucks to retire at 75. So my invitation to my dad was, Dad, if I could show you and Mom a way to retire before you die, Would it be worth a half an hour to look at something that I truly believe could retire you and change your life? That was the invitation. Okay. My best friend, she was getting a remodel done on her kitchen, and her husband wouldn't buy her a new refrigerator. He made a lot of money, big engineer. I said, Carrie, if I could show you a way that you could afford this month in the next 30 days to buy your own refrigerator, would it be worth 30 minutes of your time to look at something? She was a yes. Okay. My brother, Jimmy, the dentist. Hey, Jimmy, if I could show you a way, I knew his sore spot was that he had to pay his office staff when he vacationed. I'm like, if I could show you a way that you could actually generate income even when you're on vacation and having to pay your office staff, would it be worth 30 minutes of your time to look at something that I know could change that for you? Solve their problem with it. Okay. Maybe it's, Mom, if I could show you a way that your back wouldn't keep you up awake all night, would it be worth 30 minutes of your time to look at something? Susie, if I could show you a way that maybe little Johnny, who has attention deficit issues, could not bounce off the walls all day long and might get his homework done, would it be worth 30 minutes of your time to check something out that's been helping thousands of kids who have his issues? Okay, whatever it is, you got to solve their problem. The invitation is the solution to the problem. Okay, if there was a way to blank, would it be worth 30 minutes of your time to meet somebody who I know can help you? Okay, who is helping many, many people? That's the invitation. Now, you want to do kind of a memory jogger. Who do you know? It's friends, family, Facebook friends, people who are interested in health and wellness, definitely people who are interested in health and wellness. Right now, it's holy crap. If I could help, if there was a way that you and I could not even diet and take some weight off and it would come off, would it be worth 30 minutes of your time to learn about this? I mean, hello, yes. If there was a way that you might be able to manage some of your glucose issues without sticking something in your arm, would it be worth 30 minutes of your time to get some information? Yeah. Okay. How about entrepreneurial people, people who want to make more money, people who love to vacation? We do 2 free vacations every year. Sometimes we do 3. So these are memory joggers. Write all the names down as fast as you think them, write them down. Okay. Now, we have some amazing tools that you're going to use. Now, we're going to help you do a grand opening to your business. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But we also have amazing tools. You know that Mom has herniated discs in her back and her back's killing her. This is my mom, okay? I'm going to actually ask her, Mom, is it okay if I plug you into a Facebook group where you can look at testimonies of people who have jacked up backs who are finding relief and feeling better? You have to see what they're doing, okay? I'm going to add Mom to the Healthy, Fit, Beautiful customer group where there are 135,000 members as of today with thousands and thousands of testimonies in here. Mom's going to look up back. I'm going to tell her, type in the word back. I'm probably going to go find some testimonies for her and tag her on the testimonies I want her to see. But also for you being brand new to Tranont, you may not know what to advise Mom for her back. Well, you can go look in here. This is like your cheat sheet on everything you might need to know to help everybody you know, okay? If Mom wants to see the opportunity and she can't make it to the Zoom I'm going to invite her to, or the opportunity I'm going to invite her to, I can add her to this opportunity group. I can also use it as a follow-up, and I can tag her on an overview that's already been done. That group is called Make Money Online. So make sure you get tied into these 2 Facebook groups. It's really important. So those are 2 really big tools we use. We call them our ATM groups, add tag message groups. We also have boards. We have a boards app where we have scripts and all kinds of things you can get your hands on there. We have a Telegram channel that has all kinds of everything you would ever need for social media posting. Do you know we have people that go in every single day and put up posts and story feeds that are relevant to what's happening today in Tranont? All you have to do is copy, paste, post. And I like to say it's like going out fishing. You never know who your social media is going to reach. It's like throwing a pole in the ocean. You never know what's going to come bite on it, okay? But you know that if you don't cast your net, nothing's going to come bite. If you don't cast your pole, nothing's going to come bite. If you cast your pole, you might get a little nibble, or you might get a big bite. Live Zooms. We're going to do a live Zoom with you probably right when you get started to help launch your business. We also do Facebook Lives with you to help you launch your business. We also have the Tranont Go app. Make sure you go into your app store, download the Tranont Go app, and you're going to get all kinds of information there flyers on products, product information, overviews, all kinds of great tools there, okay? Now, how do you invite? Okay, you want to invite to a grand opening launch, either a Facebook Live or a Zoom that your leader is going to do for you within your first 48 hours. Do not wait. You want to get going right away so you can say things like, oh my gosh, I've only been with Tranont for a week and I've already made $200. Or maybe I've only been with Tranont for a month and I've already made $1,500, or I've already made $600, whatever it is, but you want to build that success story. So don't wait. Okay. And this is my favorite invite. What are you doing tonight at 7 o'clock? Oh my gosh, listen, I'm so excited. I have my hands on something huge. I want you to look at it with me. Can you jump on a quick Zoom to hear it out? Okay. I might even say right now, listen, I have my hands on a scientific breakthrough right now. It is absolutely going to go viral. Just, you're going to have to trust me and be on there. But think of all the people who are like jamming semaglutides in their arms right now in pursuit of something. What if there was a whole food, whole plant alternative? You don't even understand. We're talking about scientific breakthroughs, something that is going to go so viral. It's insane. You want to see this before everybody else does. You're going to have to trust me. Okay. If they're unavailable, no worries. We're going to send them a recording. But just know on this invite, the more personal, the better. We have invite scripts you can text, but man, calling them or having a voice message that they hear your excitement, you guys, there is no substitute for it. Okay, calling, texting, messaging 50 people is going to usually get you 20 to 30 who are going to say yes. This means 10 to 15 will show up to the Zoom. Just know effort equals results. You want to over-invite, okay? Now, weekly Zoom calls. We also have Zoom calls every Monday through Thursday that you can invite your guests to. The weekly call schedule is posted and pinned at the top of Legacy Builders Team Group. It's also posted and pinned at the top of Power Players Team Group, okay? So you can always see what's going on. But let's just say that you're out and about and you catch somebody drinking a Coke and you ask him about that sugar, or you catch him eating a granola bar, or you see him eating even a pancake. I don't care what it is, okay? And you know that if you see him eating a pancake, you're going to go into Google, how many sugar cubes are in a pancake, the typical pancake. It's going to tell you how many cubes. I'm just letting you know. And just do a trivia question. Do you know how many sugar cubes? Do you know that only 6 triggers 45 health problems in your body? We need to talk. Okay, you guys, you have so much fun with this. But let's say all of a sudden you're with a friend, you're having lunch, you freak them out about sugar, and now suddenly they are willing to be on the Zoom. You didn't have a Zoom planned. You can either go to the Make Money group, put them in on something that's already been recorded, or you can plug them in to a Zoom happening that night. Isn't it great that our top leaders are bringing you the best overviews Monday through Thursday, every single week? It's there for you to help you grow. And usually testimonies are involved in these ones as well, okay? Now, follow up after you do your grand opening is going to be critical, crucial, okay? 75% of your customers and associates are going to come from follow-up. Okay, so don't be afraid to do that. You want to set up a 3-way call or a messenger chat with your leader as soon as you have that launch. As soon as you do it, message them right away. Oh my gosh, what did you like the best? Was it the products or the opportunity? Oh my gosh, what did you like about it? Tell me about it. Hey, what else? Okay, avoid representing to them. They already got the information. Now you want to be in question mode. Okay, what did you like? What did you love? Okay, don't just ask them what they thought. Get detailed with them. Was it the products? Oh, it was the products. Okay, awesome. Which one? Which one was speaking to you? They're going to tell you. Oh my gosh, don't you think like, oh, if you had that result, let me ask you, would you tell other people if it worked for you? Yeah, I would. Oh my gosh, that's why the opportunity is so huge, because you can get paid when you share. You understand how big this is. And then imagine you share with somebody and they have a result. And they get talking and then they share. You understand how this grows. It's like the best disease ever. It spreads. It's so good. Okay. What if you had a viral income stream? All right. Since I'm new and it helps me learn, would it be okay if I connected you with the person I'm working with? Say that to them. Okay. Since I'm new and it helps me learn, is it okay if I connect you with the person I'm working with? She is amazing. Jen Laurie has been a health practitioner for years. She knows everything that we'd ever want to know about either the health or the business build because she's been in the industry for over a decade. Do you know that she has earned like 20 free trips because of her success here? Okay. Some are going to like it. Those are going to be your first customers. Some are going to love it. Those are going to be your first 3 associates. But what I know is we're not selling, we're sorting. We're sharing the information and we're letting them sort themselves out. Okay. So don't be pressured about it. Think about, oh my gosh, I'm blessing people. I'm literally giving them answers. Do you understand how many people just have low energy? You guys, I depend on Mojo every day. I need my Mojo so bad every day. Like, I just want to share Mojo with the world. I ask people all the time, do you ever feel like you just lost your mojo? I say that to people. Oh my gosh, I totally do. Do you want to know how to get your mojo back? I do. Well, guess what? I have something I want you to drink tomorrow. You tell me if your mojo feels like it might be igniting. Okay. You guys have fun. People love to have fun. They love happy people. Be excited about what you have your hands on. Schedule your private launch in your first 48 hours. Let's not let any grass grow under our feet. Let's create a massive story right from the beginning. The launch goal is that you're going to ATM ad tag message 30 people in your first 3 days. The goal is 30 exposures in 30 days. We want to get you driving to Jade. Okay. We really want to get you driving to Jade. Now, that said, there are so many goals. Once you have achieved Jade, guess what? To reach every other position in the entire company, all it takes is helping other people achieve Jade. So once you've achieved Jade, then you're just helping other people get there. And that's where the other positions come in. And you guys want to have a short-term goal of getting to Jade as fast as you can. But then also you want to identify what is that long-term goal you have. When you look at all the positions, for me, you guys, I really wanted to make $1,000 my very first month in network marketing. But I knew that what I was after is 10,000 a month because that's where my problems were solved. Okay. If I could get Darren back home with our family and we could work this from home, we could have more time with our family. And that's exactly what we created. And we did it so fast. It was crazy. Within 4 months, we were there. We were more than there. Okay. But it's all about what you're willing to do. Now, I want to tell you, mindset wise, when you share, you're going to have some people who are going to be red apples. Like my mom and dad, you guys, they're like, we can retire before we die. Yes. What is it? Like they were totally red apples. Okay. I had my best friend, you guys, best friend. You know, I babysat for her for free, all 3 of her children. Between my children and hers, I had 7 kids under the age of 6 every day for 8 hours for an entire summer. I did that for free for her because I knew she was financially strapped and had her back up against a wall. Do you know she wouldn't even look at the information? I was like, okay. It actually made me really upset in the beginning. And then I was like, some will, some won't, some wait. So what? Next. Guess what? Eventually she did. Once I had a little bit of success, which was interesting. But some are going to be rotten apples. This is my point. Some of the people you talk to are going to be red and shiny. They're going to be ready to bite into, and they're just positive and they want a better life and they're going to be great. Some are going to be like my Karen. She was a rotten apple. Okay. I'm going to tell you what, if you pick up a rotten apple in an orchard and it has worms crawling out of it, I don't think you're biting into that apple. We just put that apple right back down on the ground and we go pick another one. Okay. You might have green apples. Green apples are going to be the people who are like, they're interested, but they just need more information. That was my brother, the dentist. He was intrigued, but he had questions. That's great. That's where these Facebook groups are amazing, you guys, because the social proof is there. They can go see the people who have been making money. They can see the people who've had results with the product, whether it's a green apple on the product side or the building side. Okay. So just know, you guys, some of the people you talk to, they are going to be all about it. Some people are just going to have questions and then they're going to be about it. And some are rotten. Kind of stay away from the rotten apples. And warning, some of them are your family and friends dressed up like rotten apples. I'm just warning you sometimes. Some of the people that I thought, oh my gosh, they are totally going to want to do this with me. They didn't. Some of the people I thought never would do this with me, they were the first ones that were like, I'm in. What are we doing? Okay. So your job is just to talk to everybody. And you know what? Here's what I know. You never know who will. You never know who's down on their knees praying. I'm going to end with this story, okay? One of the biggest teams that I ever had in my network marketing career, came from somebody who was just brave for a moment. I'm going to end with this and I'm going to turn it over to Jen Lori. But I have a son. His name is Darren Jr. And you guys, he started Tranont with me right in the beginning when we started Tranont, but he also had another business at the time. And so he was smart enough to just get positioned and start. And, but he didn't really do a lot. He built to, I want to say he built to Pearl, was getting his Jeep stipend. He was one of the people that already had a Jeep when he started Tranont. So that was pretty cool. But we launched CBD. There was something new to market. And that got him excited. This is a couple of years after we started. He's like, oh my gosh, I could get behind this CBD thing. Like educating people on how they could use CBD and not get high, but they could get healthy. This is huge what this can do for people. And so I offered to him that we do a Facebook Live for him. Some of you might be sitting on here. Your leader might want to go Facebook Live with you, and it might make you feel really uncomfortable. But just know we're going to do the heavy lifting as your leader. All you're going to do is introduce us. We're going to do all the talking. Okay. And I told Darren Jr., I said, let's go live on your Facebook page. He's like, no, I've never done that. Scares me to death. Okay. And I said, no. Just let the expert do the heavy lifting. It's okay. And you know what he said? He said, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on Google and I'm going to just ask Google a few things about CBD so I can ask the expert a few good questions. Give me 1 hour. Okay. So he went Facebook Live. Let me just tell you, this is in the United States is where we offer CBD. So he went live. There was a guy named Sonny that watched Darren Jr.'s live. Go figure, he had a wife who had lupus, who had had a heart attack at 41 years old, about 22 days prior to that. Well, she'd had it in December. This is the end of January. She'd had a heart attack at 41 years old. She'd been bedridden for months. The doctor sent Sonny home with his wife and said, you know what? There's just nothing else we can do for her. Like kind of prepare for the worst probably for her. And so he and his entire church did a 21-day fast. And on day 20, nothing happened in 21 days. No improvement, nothing. On day 22, he saw Darren Jr.'s life. And he thought, oh my gosh, what if this fluid that's 500% more absorption than a regular CBD, what if it could help Janet? Okay, he didn't even know it was network marketing. He's like, how can I get that? Okay, we FedExed him a bottle of CBD. Within her first 2 drops on her tongue, you guys, life started to change for her. Not a joke. It's the craziest story ever. Within a few days, her lupus fevers were gone. Her lupus headaches were gone. The swelling had gone down on her body. She was able to put on some shoes. Her feet were so inflamed. She hadn't been able to wear shoes for I don't even know how long. But things started improving. Now, we never claimed to heal, treat, or cure anything. Janet still had lupus. I want to be very clear about this, okay? But things started to change for her. Now, here's what Darren Jr. didn't know. He would never even reached out to Sonny. This was somebody he'd known years ago. He didn't even know Sonny was watching, okay? All he did is give the message. He was just the messenger and just let whoever was watching watch. Little did he know that person would need a solution so bad. You guys, our product changed her life. It literally changed her life. Prayers answered, okay? I want you to know Sonny did join the business. He became, he reached the first 3 positions in the company month 1. The second month, he reached the 4th. By month 3, he was a sapphire. Ended up bringing some amazing people into the company. And long-term, through him, through who he knew, and they knew, and they knew, and they knew, and they came a lady named by the name of Bree Richardson. Bree Richardson today is an executive blue diamond in Tranont that has built a business that is a 3 million in volume business in Tranont. Okay. Now I promise you, when Darren Jr. went live that day, he had no idea what was about to happen. And so I want you guys to know that you have no idea who needs your message. But what being successful takes is taking a step and taking another one and taking another one and taking another one. You never know who needs your message. So I love you guys. I cannot wait to see your success and what happens as you take these first steps. And I promise you, you guys, you are attached to some of the greatest leadership in the entire industry. In fact,